Let me tell you about a guy named Marcus. Marcus was 24 years old. He had saved up $3,000 over 6 months. He opened a trading account on a Sunday night, watched 2 YouTube videos, and by Wednesday afternoon, that $3,000 was gone. Not most of it, all of it. And the worst part? Marcus had no idea what actually went wrong. Now here's the thing. Marcus isn't a rare story. Marcus is the story of almost every trader who starts out without the right knowledge. And if you're watching this right now, I want to make sure that story never becomes yours. Because today, I'm going to walk you through the 10 mistakes that silently destroy most beginner traders and exactly what you can do to avoid each one. Let's get into it. Mistake 1. Trading without a plan. Imagine walking into a foreign city at night. No map, no destination, no idea where you're going. That's what trading without a plan feels like. Most beginners jump into the market based on gut feelings, copy trades from influencers they barely know, or switch strategies every single week. A real trading plan tells you 3 things: when to get in, when to get out, and how much you're willing to lose. Without those 3 things, you're not trading, you're gambling. Mistake 2. Risking too much per trade. Here's the thought every beginner has: if I go big, I'll grow faster. And that thought has ended more trading careers than any market crash in history. Professional traders don't think about how much they can win, they think about how much they can survive losing. Risk only 1 to 2% of your account on any single trade. That way, even 10 losses in a row won't break you, and you stay in the game long enough to actually get good. Mistake 3. Overtrading. This one is quiet, subtle, and incredibly destructive. Beginners feel the need to always be in a trade. The market is open, the charts are moving, and sitting on the sidelines feels like wasting time. But here's what the best traders in the world know that most beginners don't. The market doesn't pay you for how often you trade. It pays you for how well you trade. Sometimes the smartest position you can take is no position at all. Wait for the right setup. When it's not there, close your laptop and walk away. Mistake 4. Ignoring your own psychology. You could study every indicator ever invented. You could read every trading book ever written, and still, if fear and greed are running the show, none of it matters. Revenge trading after a loss, closing a winning trade too early because you're scared it'll reverse, holding a losing trade because you refuse to admit you were wrong. These aren't strategy problems, they're emotional problems. And the good news is, emotional discipline is a skill. It can be trained, it can be built, but only if you're honest enough to admit you need it. Mistake 5. Focusing on money instead of process. Every night, the beginner asks, how much did I make today? Every night, the professional asks, did I follow my plan today? Those are 2 completely different mindsets, and they lead to 2 completely different outcomes. A trader who follows their rules and loses money on a trade made a good trade. A trader who breaks their rules and gets lucky made a bad trade. They just don't know it yet. The process is everything. Get the process right, and the profits follow naturally. Mistake 6. Expecting to get rich fast. Social media will show you screenshots of 10 times returns. It'll show you luxury cars and private jets. It'll make trading look like a cheat code for instant wealth. Here's the reality. The traders you never hear about are the ones who blew their accounts chasing those numbers. The traders who are still profitable 5 years from now are the ones who were boring, consistent, and patient from day one. 2% a month compounded consistently will outperform almost every desperate swing for the fences. Slow is smooth. Smooth is profitable. Mistake 7. Not keeping a trading journal. Imagine making the same mistake every week and having no idea you're doing it. That's what happens when you don't keep a journal. A trading journal is simple. After every trade, write down why you entered, what the market looked like, how you were feeling, and what happened in the end. Over time, that journal becomes a mirror. It shows you your patterns, your blind spots, and your edge. Without it, you're doomed to repeat the same errors indefinitely. With it, you become your own best trading coach. Mistake 8. Jumping from strategy to strategy. One losing week happens, new strategy. One drawdown hits, new indicator. One bad trade, completely new approach. This cycle is a trap, because here's the truth about every profitable trading strategy that exists: they all have losing streaks built into them. That is not a flaw, that is mathematics. When you abandon a strategy during its natural low period, you never get to experience its upside. Commit to one approach, test it across at least 50 to 100 trades, then, and only then, evaluate whether it actually works. Mastery comes from depth, not from constantly starting over. Mistake 9. Using indicators without understanding the market. Indicators feel like magic when you first discover them. RSI, MACD, Bollinger Bands, lines and curves that seem to predict the future. But indicators are tools, they are not answers. If you don't understand why price moves the way it does, where liquidity sits, how trends form, why support breaks, no indicator on earth will save you. Learn to read the market first, then let indicators confirm what you already see. Mistake 10. Comparing your journey to others. This one is personal, and it might be the most damaging of all. Trading is not a race. The trader with 5 years of experience and a large account is not your competition. They are not your benchmark. They are simply further down the same road you're on. The only person you should be comparing yourself to is who you were last month. Are you making fewer emotional decisions? Are you managing risk better? Are you understanding the market more clearly? If yes, you're winning, no matter what anyone else's account looks like. So let's bring it all back to Marcus. Marcus lost everything in 3 days, but Marcus didn't quit. He spent the next 6 months studying. He built a plan, he kept a journal, he risked small, stayed patient, and respected his emotions. A year later, Marcus was consistently profitable. Not because the market changed, because Marcus changed. And that's the real lesson here. The market doesn't punish beginners, it punishes the unprepared. If you take even 3 of these 10 lessons seriously today, you will be ahead of the majority of people who ever open a trading account. So start with a plan, protect your capital, and trust the process, even when it's slow. Because in trading, the only ones who survive long enough are the ones who eventually win. If this helps you, do me a quick favor. Share this with someone who's just starting their trading journey. You might save them from their own Marcus moment. Thank you for listening. I'll see you in the next one.